All right, so now going into the finals with Keenan. This was like, couldn't have been a better final. The finals were between on the other side of the bracket, because it was me and Shanji on one side. It was Keenan and Craig on the other side. And of course, Craig just got the shit beat out of him by Keenan. He lost like 13-0. And then Keenan got to the finals. So I was like, this is perfect. Because I didn't really know. I knew about Craig. I watched like a ton of tape on him, like the day before, because I wasn't sure if he was going to make it to the finals or not. So I was like, let me familiarize myself with Craig. But then he just got his shit kicked in by Keenan. So I knew a ton about Keenan from previously training with him. So I was like, this is a cakewalk. We trained together at the Modolfo camp in LA with Mo. And it was basically just like a week straight of me just like beating the living fuck out of Keenan, like for the whole week. It was actually funny. Remember Brian Webster? I was teaching him the high risk, because I had just invented the high. I didn't just invent the high risk, but I had just been like using the high risk on everybody.
It was pretty much.
And I taught my buddy a private in California, and I was like, oh, this is the new guillotine that I invented. I've been doing it, killing everybody with it. And I showed it to him during the private, and we were about to train. So I was like, hey, you want to stick around and just watch me guillotine Keenan like 87 times in a row? And he's like, excuse me? I was like, oh yeah, you want to just stick around and watch me guillotine Keenan a ton of time? And he's like, yeah, sure. So we trained, and I must have guillotined Keenan like fucking
7 times,
15 times in a session or something. I just like beat the piss. I just guillotine. So I'm like, and the more tired he gets, like he's just a quitter. So the more tired he gets, the worse it is. So I was like, I'm going to go into this finals and I'm going to break him, because he had like a relatively, like he beat up Craig, but it was like, it wasn't easy. Like he passed his guard and he scored a bunch on him, but it was like a pretty competitive match. So was me and Shanji, but I'm not a quitter. So I knew that I was going to go in and break Keenan, and I knew that I could guillotine him if I got control of a front headlock. So I was like, this is a fucking cakewalk finals. So I went in and I was like, keep a high pace. If I get to a front head, I'm going to finish him. I'm going to finish him. We had a no time limit match. We were both like the no time limit guys. We were both undefeated at no time limit. We both hadn't been submitted at black belt, and we had an hour and 45-minute long match. But I'm like, it's different now. It's about a year and a half later, and it's time now where I'm going to go out and I'm going to finish him inside regulation. So that was my goal, and we achieved it. So let's look at the some of the scrimmages here. Some pretty good scrimmages here. He puts me down to my butt a few times. I put him down a few times. I make some mistakes a few times. And then obviously the winning scrimmage where the Ukewaza to mount the guillotine.